think we are going live. Just want to make sure everything looks okay on YouTube's end. I have no idea how it's going to take this format, if it's going to take it well, if everything's going to go okay. I don't really know. I think we're okay. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we're okay. Looks about right. Looks a little awkward. Not used to being in a taller format. Hopefully it's actually holding the resolution of a vertical format and not like what do you call it? It's not like I'm accidentally doing a vertical format in the standard 1920 by or the standard horizontal format. That'd be a little awkward. Yeah, hopefully we're okay. But in any event, I guess we'll check that out later. But for now, you can go ahead and say hello, and welcome to our very first set of battles in Season 18 of Go Battle League. Yes, this time around we're going to be doing a very last minute first sets of battles for our time in the World of Wonder, I believe this season is called. Don't really remember off the top of my head, but regardless, there are a handful of moves that have been... There are a couple of brand new moves that have been introduced, and admittedly I haven't really looked too much into those ones. From what I hear, they're not exactly the most exciting additions, but we'll see. But there are some existing moves that have been added to some existing Pokemon that they've previously haven't had before. So we're gonna take the time to check out how those mons fare with the new moves. Some of them here have entered, very much now made an entrance into the meta. I do have one of said mons powered up. It's not particularly the greatest version of said mon, but excuse me. Hopefully it'll be well enough yeah. Anyway, sorry, just kind of rattling on here, but well, usually I would also introduce like where we're currently at in the season, but it is a brand new season, starting things out. Apparently earned ourselves 600 Stardust right off from the get-go, so yeah, I'll take that. But yeah, no battles done yet, no wins achieved yet. Our longest win streak is still yet to be set. But from last season, we did end it in ace rank, so we weren't able to make it to veteran this time around, but we were able to end it kind of in the middle at 2238. So can't really argue with that. Got it with 390 wins under our belt, out of a total of 735 battles, and our longest win streak on that one was 9 wins, and we got ourselves a little over 1,000,000 Stardust throughout. So hopefully we'll be able to do better in the ELO this season, but ultimately we'll have to wait and see. And at the very least, I'm hoping to at least match or even get more Stardust out of this season, but also we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, that's what we have. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the basic rewards for our very first set of battles in Season 18. We're going to jump into Open Great League and to introduce the team. They'll be starting everything out. We're starting things out with a Skarmory up at the front, who's rocking Steel Wing, Sky Attack, and Brave Bird. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Okay, there we go. Hanging out in the middle is one of the new mons to break into the meta, and unfortunately mine's not exactly the greatest one to enter into said meta, but we're still rocking the Shadow version of Feraligatr, who's rocking its new fast move Shadow Claw, as well as Hydro Cannon and Ice Beam. And to close everything out, we have ourselves Clodsire, who's rocking Mudshot, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. Alright, so this is the team we have set up. Let's go ahead and jump into the battles and see how we do for our very first set of battles in Season 18. And match number 1 of this set is going to be up against Dardeska. Alright, Dardeska, what do you got? Ooh, first matchup is going to be up against an Alomomola. Again, my absolute favorite thing about entering into a brand new season, I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to expect battling it out against all these different mons, but here we are. They have opted to swap out their Slurpuff for their Alomomola for a Slurpuff, not the other way around. I apologize. With that though, I am going to go ahead and shield. I think Slurpuff probably knows Flamethrower. That's the reason why Slurpuff is out, but it's rocking Play Rough, so I guess we lost on a shield there, but it is what it is. We do still get to keep the rest of our Skarmory alive, so that's kind of nice. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Sky Attack their way. I'll take out shield number 1. Yep, there we go. And well, it's a Purified Standler. I'm guessing one of the moves might be Return, in which case we might handle that pretty well. But I don't admittedly know what other moves Standler has under its belt. So I'm kind of curious how this is going to go. Go ahead and let this attack go. Let's see what the Standler knows. It is going to be the Return. Ooh, it's not very effective, but it does still kill us out. So there's that. And we seem to have lost our opponent there for a second. But in any event, we'll go ahead and fire off a Stone Edge their way and get their Standler right on out of here. And with that, I believe the only one we have to deal with now is going to be the Alomomola, who's rocking a Hidden Power. No idea what it is. I think Skarmory resisted it. It doesn't help that we're Steel type though, so I still have absolutely no idea what it is that we resisted. Could be a Grass type hidden. Maybe. I'll go ahead and shield out here just because I'm pretty sure. Well, Hydro Pump, yeah, Clodsire definitely does not want to deal with anything Hydro Pump related. Thank you very much. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Earthquake. We are able to finish off the Alomomola, and we are able to secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so off to a solid start there. Let's go ahead and jump right back in and see how we do for match number 2 of this set. Okay. And first match of the set is, our second match of the set is going to be against David V0. Alright, David, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against an Abomasnow. We're actually off to a pretty solid start here, and they've opted to stick it out. I can respect that. Ooh, with that, they have opted to swap in for the Greninja, who is rocking Feint Attack, interestingly enough. Excuse me. Okay, with that, I'm assuming we may be seeing a Hydro Cannon heading our way. I think we might be able to resist one. Ooh, it's going to be Night Slash. Okay, we are definitely able to resist one of those at the very least. So we're good there. We're good there. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Sky Attack their way. Okay, we are able to clear out both of the shields. That's pretty nice. And with that, we'll come in with Clodsire. Now, the only thing while coming in with Clodsire in particular is the fact that I'm going to need to now shield to save my life. But well, in this case, we didn't have to worry too much because they were firing off a Night Slash our way. I'll go ahead and try and tank out this one. I think even if it is Hydro Cannon, we should be okay. In this case, it is going to be Night Slash, so we're able to handle that very well. Excuse me. With that, it does look like they were able to get the attack boost from the Night Slash, but I'm going to fire off the Stone Edge here, get that Greninja right on out of here. I'll not deal with that any more than we need to. Thank you very much. With that, next one that we're dealing with is going to be a Seismitoad. I'm going to try and tank out this next attack. Not sure if that's the best idea, but good news is we're still hanging in there, and we're going to go ahead and bring in the Feraligatr of the Shadow variety. And with that, we'll go ahead and try and go for some of that neutral damage with a good old-fashioned Ice Beam. There we go. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here because if this is indeed going to be an energy ball, it's going to be quite painful. It is going to be the energy ball. Are we able to clear it out before it gets to another? The answer is yes. And with that, it's going to be the return of the Seismitoad. We'll go ahead and fire off a Hydro Cannon their way. Hope for some good neutral damage. Very good neutral damage. And now what's this Seismitoad throwing our way? Could be another Muddy Water. No, it's gonna be Earth Power this time. Oof. That one definitely hurt. Alright, and I'm pretty sure we should be in the clear for the most part, but just to play it extra safe, we'll go ahead and fire off the Stone Edge, clear the Seismitoad, and secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that right now, we are currently 2 for 2. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3 as we look for match number 3 of this set. There we go. Match number 3 of this set is going to be up against Oz the Boss. Oz the Boss. Alright, and the boss is bringing out the Gudra. Ooh, one that I would have loved to have tested out, but I never really actually got a chance to do so. Kind of bummed about that, admittedly. With that, they do actually bring out the Feraligatr. They're going full-on new meta out here. I can respect that. Okay, with that, we're gonna go ahead and fire off a excuse me, Sky Attack their way. Okay, with that, I'll go ahead and shield out here, whether it be Hydro Cannon, Crunch, Ice Beam, what have you. I'd rather not deal with it if I don't need to. Thank you very much. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Sky Attack their way. Do manage to clear out shield number 2, so that's kind of nice. Now with that, I think I will go ahead and say goodbye to my Skarmory here. RIP, buddy, you have done well. I'm guessing they are double charge probably on that Hydro Cannon. I'm gonna try and tank. Ooh, that is a crunch. And with that, they do come back in with the Gudra, but we do have Ice Beam at the ready. So go ahead and fire that their way. Hopefully we get good damage. Oh, we get very good damage there. Thank you very much. And with that, and with the Sliver of Health, Feraligatr is able to finish off the rest of the Gudra. Ooh, and with that, their Feraligatr is able to finish off the rest of our Feraligatr. Now with that, it's going to be Feraligatr versus our Clodsire. Unfortunately, our ground typing is not doing us any favors here. We'll go ahead and tank out a Hydro Cannon that was heading our way. Now we're ahead. I'm assuming they're very near their own another Hydro Cannon, so we're going to go ahead and just fire off the Stone Edge, get the Feraligatr right on out of here. And with that, final one to deal with is going to be the Empoleon. Once again, mad respect to them for being extra prepared and setting up all of the new Metamons for this one. Major respect on that. But with that, we'll go ahead and fire off an Earthquake their way. Hopefully it's enough to finish the Empoleon. And the research says it is, so we are able to secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Ooh, props for them for testing out all 3 of, or at least 3 of the many new additions of this season. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, but with that, right now we're 3 for 3, so no matter what, we're ending in the positive, but we might as well see if we can go 4 for 4 as we look for match number 4. And speaking of, match number 4 of the set is going to be against 3D Win 12. Alright, 3D Win, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against a Bronzong. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on out for my Feraligatr. Feraligatr not feeling all too happy about tanking out those confusions, but we are able to pack some pretty good super effective damage with our new Shadow Claw. And with that, they have opted to swap out for their Ice Dermoniton. The good news for us is that we are able to resist their damage. However, we are still, unfortunately, facing the side effect of being a pretty glassy cannon there. And unfortunately, the Ice Fang has fallen our Shadow for Alligator. RIP, buddy, you've done well. In the meantime, though, we have returned our Skarmory to fight off against the rest of the Darmanitan, which we are able to do so after shielding a real quick whatchamacallit, superpower. There's the one I'm looking for. And that's gonna be our turn against the Bronzong once again. And unfortunately, this time around, we do resist their confusions, and we did also manage to resist their Flash Cannon. Did still take a good chunk of health out of us, but you know, we're still up in the air. We're still floating. We're still floating. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Sky Attack their way. Get their Bronzong right on out of here. Thank you very much. And with that, final one to deal with is going to be a Scrafty. It's a Snarling Scrafty. And with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and shield out here. Want to see if I can finish things off with our Skarmory here. And waste no time here. Go straight for the Brave Bird. And we won and done the Scrafty. Research says we have. So we do manage to secure ourselves victory number 4 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, we good. Alright, so starting things out very strong. We're currently 4 for 4. We have one final match in this set. See if we can go 5 for 5 as we jump into our final match, which is going to be up against 78 Josello. Joselo. Alright, well, Zello is going to be starting things out with a Purified Golduck. And with that in mind, we are taking some pretty nasty neutral damage from their water guns. We are able to pack some not very effective damage with our Steel Wings, but still seems to be working pretty well on the Golduck. Now we fire off our Sky Attacks. Get Golduck well into the yellow. Okay, now the big question is, what has Golduck been prepping for? It's been hanging on for kind of a while. Definitely rather not tank that Hydro Pump if I didn't need to. Thank you very much. And that we are able to Steel Ring the rest of the Golduck right on out of here. And that next one to deal with is going to be a Celebi. Shiny Flex Celebi. Definitely respect that. That though, we'll go ahead and fire off the Sky Attack and get that Shiny Flex Celebi right on out of here. And that final one to deal with is going to be a Leafeon. There'll be a quick attacking Leafeon, interestingly enough. Okay, with that, we do have our double Sky Attacks at the ready, so we'll go ahead and fire off both of those towards the Leafeon. There we go. Not sure if they succumb to lag there for a little bit, but they're still kicking. They're still attacking. We'll go ahead and start shielding. That's going to be a Solar Beam. Definitely would have been enough to take us out there. And before we got to our next Sky Attack, they have opted to call it a night, so we do manage to secure ourselves victory number 5 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Excuse me. Alright, so with that, we were able to start the season off with a solid 5-0. So we can go ahead and claim this 300 Stardust, this Charge TM. We got ourselves our encounter with a Primate. Watch that real quick. Got ourselves a brand new Primate. Interesting stats, but I'm going to transfer you out. And with that, we can claim this 3 rare candy and this 600 Stardust. And we have made our way to rank 2. Nice. So while the team that we are currently using was able to perform exceptionally well, admittedly, it was rank 1 battles. We were battling anything and everything under the sun. So to truly see if this team can remain consistent, we'll go ahead and jump right back into jump right back into the basic rewards for our rank 2 battles, jump into the Great League, and to reintroduce the team that we'll be using for this one. We're starting things out with the Skarmory up at the front, rocking Steel Wing, Sky Attack, and Brave Bird. There we go. Hanging on the middle is Feraligatr of the Shadow variety, rocking Shadow Claw, Hydro Cannon, and Ice Beam. And closing everything out, we have Clodsire, who is rocking Mudshot, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. Alright, so this is our team. Let's go ahead and jump right back into the battles and see how we do for set number 2. Excuse me. Okay, match number 1 of this set is going to be against Skeptical Tracer. Alright, Skeptical Tracer, what do you got? First round's going to be up against a Lickitung. In this case, licks are definitely going to start adding up in terms of damage to us. However, we should be able to tank out either their body slams or their power whips throughout. So, feeling a little comfy with staying in this matchup, admittedly. Feeling pretty good about it. With that, they've opted to swap out for their Toxicroak. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on out for my Clodsire. The only thing about bringing out Clodsire is the fact that, well, Toxicroak possibly knows Mud Bomb, is in fact packing the Mud Bomb spam, so I gotta be a little bit careful about that. Probably could have actually tanked out the second one, admittedly. It is what it is. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Stone Edge their way. Might be enough to finish off by itself, but I'm trying to use this mainly to take out their last shield. Oh no. Oh, well. In any event, it did get it well into enough that one more mud shot was able to finish off the rest of the Toxicroak, so I will take that. Thank you very much. Okay, with that, we're going to try and tank out this next attack from Lickitung. I'm guessing it's going to be... oh, it's going to be a Body Slam. Ooh, it's going to be another Body Slam coming in. I will say goodbye to my Clodsire here. Alright, he's there. With that though, I'm going to go ahead and come back in with our Skarmory. Ooh, into which case their next mon is going to be a Skeledirge. That all hope now lies on our Feraligatr. With that said, we'll go ahead and shield out here just in case. Okay, it is going to be the Shadow Ball. Definitely don't want to tank that if we don't need to. Okay, so we are able to finish off the rest of the Skeledirge. We do have Hydro Cannon double charged. And the big question is, do they have enough for Power Whip after this shield? The answer is no. We are able to get the other Hydro Cannon up and running. Now, is it enough to outlast Lickitung's bulk? And the answer is yes. We have indeed cleared through the Lickitung, secured ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Oh, and apologize for missing your messages over Weed Killer. But hello, and welcome to the stream. Welcome. Doing good. Oh, thank you. I appreciate. We managed to pull through. We made it through to the end. Pretty stoked about that. Yeah, in any event, Weed Killer, hope your day, your week, hope all is well. Hope all is good. Hope all is good. Alright, but in any event, with that, right now we are currently have 1 win under our belt, so let's see if we can get 2 wins under our belt as we now jump into match number 2, which is going to be up against This Kid 707. Alright, this Kid, what do you got? First matchup's gonna be up against Ape. Helper. Excuse me. Alright, so right now, neither of our fast attacks really do any damage to each other. They have opted to swap in for the minty fresh Registeel, but with that we have opted to swap in for our Clodsire. That they're coming in with the zap cannons. I'm assuming they're looking to fall here, but at the very least they're gonna reduce our attack to absolute zero by the time Registeel is done and out of here, would be my guess. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and tank out this next one. I think if it is going to be a Focus Blast, we should be okay. Yeah. Does get us one to the yellow if anything, but otherwise we are a-okay. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off another Earthquake their way. Do they have to save their Registeel, or are they letting it go? Saving the Registeel, okay. I can respect it. Okay. I'm gonna try. It's gonna be a little bit risky, but I'm gonna try and tank it. Woo! Definitely hurting, not gonna lie. But we do manage to get the opportunity to fire a Stone Edge off their way, get them well into the yellow. Now we can go ahead and fire off this Sky Attack their way. Do they let their Pelipper go, or do we match it on the Sky, or do we take a shield? The answer is they let their Pelipper go. I can respect it. Okay, and with that, we're gonna try and tank out this next one. Oof. That might not have been the best idea, but it is what it is. And with that, we'll go ahead and bring in my Feraligatr, who is able to Shadow Claw the rest of the Registeel right on out of here. And with that, ooh, next one they're going to deal with is going to be their Serperior. The good news is we have a bunch of shields on our side. The bad news is, well, we don't have a lot of health on our side, so this may be a little bit of an uphill battle here, not gonna lie. Okay, now we have double Hydro Cannon up and running. Okay, we got another Hydro Cannon up and running. Is it going to be enough to finish off the Serperior, though? That's the real question. Ooh, it's living on 1 HP in a dream. Luckily, we have 1 shield in a dream. And with that, we block the Frenzy Plant. The Shadow Claw damage comes through, and we are able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Excuse me. Alright, so off to a solid start. We're 2-0. See if we can go 3-0 as we jump into match number 3, which is going to be up against Mars Sputnik. Alright, Mars Sputnik, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against the Ludicolo. That's a lot of fun. Don't even remember what Ludicolo knows. Good to know Ludicolo's out here, though. Respect Ludicolo. With that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Feraligatr of the Shadow variety. I'm going to try and tank this out. Not sure how I feel about tanking out that drill run, but we did. The attempt was made, so I can't argue with that. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and fire off the Hydro Cannon their way. Get them well into the yellow. That. I'm gonna go ahead and actually save up as much of my Feraligatr as I can. He's gonna be blocking out an Icy Wind, so I don't know 100% how I feel about that, but that's what it is. In any event, we'll go ahead and fire off another Hydro Cannon their way. Do we clear the Dugong or do we clear a shield? Neither, actually. But with one more Shadow Claw, we are able to finish off the rest of the Dugong. Do you see the return of the Ludicolo, or how do I bring out mon number 3? It's gonna be the return of the Ludicolo. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead. It's a bubbly Ludicolo. And with that, we are able to fire off an Ice Beam. With that, able to land it, get them well into the yellow. And now I'm gonna go ahead and bring back my Skarmory. I'm gonna try and take out this next attack. Not sure if Ludicolo knows anything super heavy hitting. There's gonna be Ice Beam. Does get us right about the yellow, and with a couple more bubbles, we are now in the yellow. But otherwise, we're able to handle it okay. And then we're gonna fire off a Sky Attack, clear out shield number 1. Okay, and with that, we'll go ahead and use up our second shield here. Try and keep our Skarmory alive as long as we possibly can. And go ahead and fire off another Sky Attack. Do they opt to let their Ludicolo go, or are we going to be able to take out their second shield? And Ludicolo is out of here. And the last amount to deal with is going to be the Gallade. In which case, we're going to bring in our Clodsire. Thing about dealing with Gallade, and in this particular case Shadow Gallade, is that Gallade does have the ever spammy Leaf Blade, which does pack quite some pretty nasty neutral damage on our end, not gonna lie. But maybe with this next Stone Edge we'll be able to at least clear out their shield. Well, the big question, the other question is, can we get to either Stone Edge or an Earthquake before they get to the next move? And the answer is no, not quite. Excuse me. Ooh, okay. So they have double charged on the Leaf Blade, and they want to get the Clodsire right on out of here. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, so with that, we're coming back in with the... Ooh! I underestimated the spamminess of Leaf Blade. And close combat for that matter, so... Fair enough, Shadow Gallade has proven itself as my Achilles heel for this one, and this will be my first loss of Season 18. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's all around. Yeah, gotta keep an eye out for those Shadow Gallades, man. Scary stuff. Yeah, but anyway, right now we're currently 2 wins and 1 loss. See if we can go 3-1 as we jump into match number 4, which is going to be up against Cartu. Alright, Cartu, what do you got? Ooh, first matchup's going to be up against Stage. Talonflame. Alright, no waste no time. Swap right on in for the Feraligatr. In fact, I don't know why I opted for Ice Beam, because Hydro Cannon is also neutral damage. You know, live and learn. Oh, well. That works out wonderfully as well. Not gonna lie. That actually works out pretty good too. Anyway, we'll go ahead and shield out this Grass Knot, because I'm pretty sure that's an insta-kill for us there. I guess an insta-death for us there. And that's going to be the return of the Talonflame. Go ahead and fire off a Hydro Cannon their way. Clear out shield number 1. And that, we'll go ahead and use up our second shield here. The Flame Charge. Probably still would have been enough to finish this off there, so... that, we are able to clear out their second shield, and we'll go ahead and just waste no time and bring in the Clodsire. And with that, I probably could have opted for the Stone Edge, but... And then we are going to need to tank out a Hydro Cannon. Let's get us deep into the red. Fair enough, fair enough. And with that, fire off an Earthquake, get them well into the red. That we are able to knock each other out there. And coming back in with the Skarmory. seeing a lot of flame charges heading our way. Ooh, we're going to be seeing a lot of flame charges heading our way. Okay, I wasn't expecting flame charge to come in that quickly. But alright. Underestimating the power of energy generation out here. And with that, the Talonflame is able to clear us out, and that is going to be loss number 2 of this set. RIPs there, but nonetheless GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so a little bit of a scary spot actually. Right now we're currently 2 wins and 2 losses. But let's see if we can end in a positive note as we go into our final match, which is going to be up against Titan Yuan. I apologize, I always forget how to pronounce that last name. But anyway, Ty starting things out with a Skarmory mirror match. Actually, their Skarmory might arguably be a little bit better than mine. Huh. You like them apples. Just out here burning out a lot of energy, don't mind me. Skarmory starting things out with a Sky Attack. I'm gonna go ahead and counter out with our own Sky Attack. Going for the double Sky Attack. We'll get them well into the red. Okay, with that. Go ahead and try and tank this one out. I think even if it is Brave Bird, we should be okay. But if not, well. Ooh, next one is going to be the Sableye. In which case I'm going to bring out my Feraligatr. Go ahead and shield out here. I think even if it is foul play, it's definitely not something I want to try and tank out. Thank you very much. Okay, we did get another Shadow Claw in. Okay. We do have another Hydro Cannon heading their way. That clears shield number 2. Yes, it does. With that, we'll go ahead and shield out here. Oh, maybe I didn't have too much to worry about there. With that, I have opted to swap in for my Clodsire to face off against the rest of this Sableye. And with that, they have opted to swap in for the Stunfisk of the Galarian variety. And with that, waste no time, go straight for the Earthquake. We'll get them going to the yellow. And I'm assuming with that, though, they are going to be able to fire off their own Earthquake, which should be finishing off our Clodsire here. Yep, there it is. Okay, with that, since we have enough energy and a little bit of extra energy to spare, we'll go ahead and fire off this Hydro Cannon their way. Get that Stunfisk right on out of here. Ooh, and the air slashes are enough to finish off our Feraligatr, so unfortunately this is actually going to be our first negative set of the season as well. Not particularly ideal, but it is what it is. In any event, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, we come out with 2 wins out of 5. Which is not the best, but it's not bad. We do still got the 330 Stardust, as well as this 1 rare candy. I'll take it. And we do still make it to rank 3 no matter what, so can't argue with that. Can't argue with that. Alright, but with that, though, don't mean to spoil all the teams that we're going to be using, but I'm going to go ahead and swap right on in here, and we'll go ahead and retire this team for now and prep ourselves for team number 2 of the night. As we jump right back into basic rewards, jump into the Great League. Excuse me. And to introduce the team they'll be using for these matches, we're starting things out with a Napoleon up at the front, who's rocking Waterfall, Hydro Cannon, and Drill Peck. Wait. I realized something wrong with that. Hang on. Hang on a minute. That's not what I wanted. Neither is Metal Claw, but it seems to be the only two things that I'm getting right now. Hello? Does it not? No, it's just get Stowing. I'm just stuck in a loop. There we go. Now that I'm onto its loop, it decided, okay, fine, you can have the Steel Wing. My goodness. Anywho, we'll jump back into the basic rewards, and now to introduce the team that we'll be using, we're starting things out with Empoleon up at the front, who's now rocking its new move, Steel Wing, as well as Hydro Cannon and Duropeck. Hanging out in the middle is Superior, who's rocking Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, and Aerial Ace. And closing everything out, we have Annihilate, who is rocking Counter, Shadow Ball, and Ice Punch. Alright, so with the team all set and ready to go, let's go ahead and jump right back into the battles and see how we do for set number 3. At rank number 3. Team number 2. Anyway, match number 1 of this set is going to be against I Love Day 318. Not sure what's particularly significant about day 318, but hey, can't argue. It's a cool day. And what's also cool is that you're starting things out with his Camry. Now we'll go ahead and start firing off some Hydro Cannons your way. Get you about half health. And I'm thinking no matter what move they throw at us, we should be able to tank it out. We are a little bit on the squishy side, so I gotta be a little careful about tanking out. Hopefully we're okay. And with that, they swapped in for their Charger Bug, into which case might not have been the best idea, but we brought in our Superior. Excuse me. Actually, one plus side about bringing in Superior in this particular case is that Superior probably wouldn't have been all too happy about dealing with Skarmory later, so I guess better late than never in a way. If you want to think of it that way. In any event, we'll go ahead and shield out here. I'm guessing it's going to be X Scissors for days, which is not particularly ideal for us, but it is what it is. Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and fire off an Aerial Ace their way. Do we take out shield number 1, or do we do some decent damage to the Charger Bug? Number 1 it is, okay. Okay, now we'll go ahead and save out our shield here and say goodbye to our Superior here. R.I.P. buddy, you have done well. And with that, we'll go ahead and bring in our Annihilate. I'm going to go ahead and save it just in case the Skarmory has something already pre-prepared. It's going to be Discharge, which does get us about half health. But with that, we are able to counter out the rest of the Charger Bug. And now it's actually going to be a matchup against the Lantern. Okay. Probably could have just gone straight for the Shadow Ball, because I think they probably would have tried to tank it out either way. But anyway. Oof. I think they got me here, admittedly. I think they got me here no matter what. Probably could have gone for... actually, no, they're both resisted, so we might as well just go for the Hydro Cannon for the stab. Hope for the best. No. We did manage to get Lantern to the red, but unfortunately, that is going to be loss number 1 of this set. RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, so not off to a particularly great start, but we still have 4 matches left in us. Plenty of opportunities to bounce back. Let's see if we can do just that as we jump into match number 2, which is going to be up against Jabberade. Alright, Jabberade, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against a Cresselia. Okay, this should be interesting. So I'm guessing Cresselia is probably going to be coming in with some Grass Knots in our near future. The question is, how well are we able to handle said grass knots? It is neutral damage. I'm gonna try and tank this one out. Hopefully I don't come to regret that. It's gonna be Future Sight. Okay, Future Sight not too bad. We are able to actually handle Future Sight a lot better than I thought we would. And with that, we're able to fire off another Hydro Cannon their way, get them into the yellow and now into the red. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and start chucking up some shields here. Try and keep my Empoleon alive as long as I possibly can. Ooh, can we finish things off with our Steel Wings? Yes, we can. We're able to finish off the rest of the Cresselia. And now we have a Mew to deal with. Okay, Mew is always an interesting one because I never quite know what its charge moves are going to be. With that said, we'll go ahead and waste no time. Just try and fire off as many Hydro Cannons as we can towards the Mew. Now we say goodbye to our Empoleon there. RIP, buddy, you've done well. Okay. It may be it's very much a risk, but we'll go ahead and try and tank out this next charge move. It's going to be Wild Charge. Fortunately, we do manage to handle that quite well. And last monster we have to deal with is going to be the Clodsire. Okay, with that, we do have our ever trusty Frenzy Plants to fall back on here. And with that, they have caught me in the CMP tie there. We were able to land our Frenzy Plant first, but now they're coming in with a Sludge Bomb. Okay, with that, we have opted to bring in our Annihilate to finish off the Clodsire, and we were also able to counter out the Mew as well, so that does mean we managed to get ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's all around. Alright, so now we have 1 win under our belt, but we are still in the negative with 1 win and 2 losses. Let's go ahead and jump right back into it though and see if we can tie it all up 2-2 as we look for match number 4. And speaking of, match number 4 of this set is going to be up against Miss Rico Fierce. Alright, Rico, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against Annihilate. I'm going to go ahead and note right out of that and bring in our Superior instead. And with that though, I do have to be a little bit careful. Well, Counter is doing some pretty nasty neutral damage by itself, but we also need to be aware of Ice Punch, which is definitely not something I'd rather change out of. Thank you very much. Alright, but with that, next monster I have to deal with is going to be the Wigglytuff. Rockin' a bow. Always adorable. Anyway. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and waste no time. Fire off a Frenzy Plant their way. Ooh, get them well into the red with that one. And with that, with a sliver of health left, we were able to finish off the rest of the Wigglytuff. And so we're seeing the return of the Annihilate. Yes, we are. Wasting no time here, going straight for the aerial ace before we meet our demise. Okay, now we meet our demise. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and actually bring in our own Annihilate. And with that, I have a sneaking suspicion they're baiting us out with Ice Punch, but just in case they're going Hail Mary with the Shadow Ball. Going Hail Mary with the Shadow Ball, I can respect that. Okay, with that, they have returned with their Feraligatr, into which case we have, or if they have arrived with their Feraligatr, into which case we have brought in our Empoleon to duke it out. Feraligatr coming in with the Hydro Cannon. Ow. It's coming in with the drill peck. Ooh, unfortunately, we do not have enough power in us to finish things off there. And I'm not sure if we have enough health to handle a hydro cannon, admittedly. Oh, we do. Like, just enough. But I'm guessing they're probably going to shield here, and the Shadow Claw is going to be finishing this off. Yep, there it is. So, on the plus side, we know we can survive a Hydro Cannon. On the downside, we got to make sure we have an opening without shields to really seal the deal. So, unfortunately, that is going to be loss number 3 of the set. RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Yeah, so no matter what, this set is also going to be ending in the negative here, but we do have one final match in us. Might as well see if we can get our second win of this set. And we'll see if we do just that as we go against our Angel Perez 0 for match number 5. Excuse me. Alright, with that, the final matchup is going to be a kind of sort of mirror. It's going to be the Shadow Empoleon versus our regular Shiny Empoleon. And that, coming in with the Hydro Cannon, get them to about half health. We'll try and tank it out, see if it does the same for us. Might hurt a little bit more because they are Shadow. And with that, they have opted to swap in for their Annihilate, into which case we have opted to swap in for our Superior. Once again, the main problem with bringing in Superior in this particular case is that we are facing off against an Annihilate that knows Ice Punch. And Ice Punch is definitely not something we want to try and tank. Thank you very much. Okay, that. I'm going to go ahead and shield out again because I'm assuming Ice Punch is not something that I want to particularly try and tank out. Thank you very much. And with that, we are able to finish off the rest of the Annihilate. And that's going to be the return of the Empoleon. I'm going to go ahead and try and bait out one of their shields with an Aerial Ace. Oh, okay. We've opted not to bite on that, but we are still able to finish off the Empoleon with the rest of our Vine Whips there, so I'll take that. And that next one to deal with is going to be their Gallade. In which case, we are going to go ahead and now bring back Empoleon, fire off a Hydro Cannon. And let's see if we can get to another. Oh no. Okay, with that, they're coming in with Leaf Blade, finishing off the rest of our Empoleon. RIP, buddy, you've done well. And I apologize, I forgot your name. Now we have Gallade versus our Annihilate. Leaf Blade's definitely hurting. Ooh, and they're twice charged. Again, I gotta stop underestimating the charge power of Gallade. My goodness. Oh, shoot. But I also underestimated the livelihood of our Annihilate. 1 HP in a dream, firing off the Ice Punch, and we are indeed able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. That was crazy. My goodness. Oh, I'm sorry. We have one more battle in us. Huh. Wild. Okay. I thought that was it, but apparently we have one more, so we'll go ahead and jump right back into it. Go ahead and see where right now I guess we're 2-2, so we'll see if we can go 3-2 as we jump into our final match, which is going to be up against Zarkmew. Alright, Zarkmew, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against the Gallade. That, we're actually going to go ahead and swap right on out for a Feraligatr. And with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here just because I have a sneaking suspicion that move is going to be an Ice Beam. No, it's going to be a Crunch. Okay. Crunch is cool too. Crunch is cool too. I'm guessing the other move then is probably going to be the Hydro Cannon, which we should be able to handle fairly well, I'm guessing. It could still be Ice Beam. I won't deny the possibility of an Ice Beam, but we're going to try and tank this one out, see if we can press our luck here. It's going to be a Crunch again. Does get us deep into the red, if anything, but we are able to survive it. And we can fire from Aerial Ace their way, clear out the rest of their Feraligatr. And that's going to be return of the Glade. In which case we'll go ahead and waste no time, go straight for the Frenzy Plant. And we'll come back in with our Empoleon. Maybe a bit of a risk. We're going to shield out here. Ooh, and they do have their next charge move. Are we able to handle, or is it going to be close combat? It is going to be close combat. Oof. That one's smart. With that, next one that we have to deal with is going to be the Vigoroth. Actually, for Vigoroth, we might actually be able to charge up a little bit, depending on what its other move is. If it's still rocking like Bulldoze or something, we might be in a little bit of trouble, but okay, it's Rock Slide, and I'm guessing the other move is Body Slam, so we should be able to handle it relatively okay. Okay. Oh no! I got a little bit greedy there. I was trying to go for the Shadow Ball. Probably should have just went for the Ice Beam. Ice Punch. So unfortunately, that is going to be a loss there. RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright. Yeah, admittedly, I got a little bit greedy. Probably could have just fired off the Ice Punch, and that might have been enough, but you know, it is what it is. In any event, we do still manage to get 2 wins out of 5, so I'll still take it. Claim this 330 Stardust, this Charge TM, and I believe even with that, we do still manage to make it to rank 4, so I'll still take that. GG's. Excuse me. Okay, and I believe with that, we do have a little bit of time before it's the next day, so I'll go ahead and get rid of the team that we just had and go ahead and jump right back in for one final match before we call it a night. So with that, we'll go ahead and jump back into the basic rewards, jump into the Great League, and choose the team that we'll be using for this match. We're starting things out with the Glade up at the front, who is rocking Psycho Cut, Leaf Blade, and Close Combat. Hanging out in the middle is Mandibuzz, who's rocking Snarl, Foul Play, and Aerial Ace. Oh, excuse me. And closing everything out, we have the famous Mud Boy who rose to prominence last season, Wishcash, who is rocking Mudshot, Mud Bomb, and Scald. Alright, so the team all set and ready to go. Let's go ahead and jump into the battles and see how we do. Set number 4. Also the final set of the night. Excuse me. Alright, match number 1 this set is going to be up against Pulse Rupture. Alright, Pulse Rupture, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Clodsire. Okay, with that, we are able to do some super effective damage with our Psycho Cut, although it's not all too much damage by itself. With that, we can now go ahead and begin the ever spammy Leaf Blade spam. Got Clodsire deep into the yellow. I'll take that. With that, I'm going to go ahead and chuck up a shield here. Keep my Glade alive as long as I possibly can. It's going to be a Stone Edge. We are able to resist that, thankfully, but yeah, again, I think Glade is a little bit on the frail side, so I'd rather not take my chances if I don't need to. And that we are able to finish off the rest of the Clodsire. And now we're face to face with a Talonflame. In which case our charge moves are basically useless here, but still far enough anyway. Excuse me. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a close combat their way. We'll get them well into the red. In which case, I'm now going to go ahead and bring in my Wish Cache, into which case they brought in the Victory Bell. My sworn nemesis. And with that, unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to our Wish Cache there. RIP, buddy, you've done well. And with that, though, we are now Mandibuzz v Victory Bell. I'm going to try and tank out this next charge move. I think we should be okay, but you never really know. Anywho, it was Leaf Blade. We were able to handle it. With that, though, they are coming in with another Leaf Blade. Does get us deep into the yellow, but otherwise we're okay. Okay, with that, we're firing off an Aerial Ace their way. Okay. Ooh, they were double charged. I had a sneaking suspicion, but and they do have both of their shields, so yeah, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately, Psycho Cut does not do enough damage on that one, so that is going to be loss number 1 of the set. RIP's there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Although this does give me an opportunity to grab a quick drink of water, which I realize I haven't been doing all too much in this stream. It is important to stay hydrated. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Okay, so with that, right now we're currently 0-1, but we'll go ahead and jump right back into it, see if we can go tie it all up with 1-1 as we now jump into match number 2 of this set, which is going to be up against Time Variance HWR. Alright, Time Variance, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Shadow Alolan Sandslash. I should go ahead and swap right on out for my Wish Cache. Excuse me. And I'm going to try and tank out this next attack. Let's see how we handle. I'm guessing. Oh, it's going to be Drill Run. Let's move on to the yellow. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. And now we are currently locked in a Wish Cache mirror battle. Okay, we were able to lower their attack there, so that's kind of nice. Do they lower ours as well? Yes. And fire off another Scald their way. No attack debuff there this time around, unfortunately. They're coming in with their own Scald, finishing off the rest of our Wish Cache there. RIP, buddy, you've done well. Okay, now we can go ahead and come back in with our Glade. Burning off the Leaf Blade, clearing out the rest of their Wish Cache. And next one to deal with is going to be a Noctowl. Haven't seen a Noctowl in a hot minute. Okay, with that, we've opted to fire off the close combat, get the Noctowl well into the yellow, and swap on out for our Mandibuzz, who is able to handle that Shadow Ball without a problem. Okay, now that's going to be us against their Alolan Sun Slush. And we are able to take out their final shield. I'll take that. Thank you. Okay, with that, I'll go ahead and use up my final shield here just because I'd rather keep my Mandibuzz alive as long as I can. In fact, we kept it alive long enough for our enemy to, or for our opponent, sorry, to call it a night from here. So we are able to secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, right now we're currently 1-1 in this set. Let's see if we can go 2-1. Actually, we'll now jump into match number 3, which is going to be up against BDP KER. BDP Kerr. And with that, BDP Kerr starting things out with a Zweilous. Okay, with that, the Dragon Breaths are definitely adding up quite quickly. Not that I'm going to go ahead and waste no time. Go straight for the close combat. Ooh, and actually get the Zweilous right on out of here. Really waste no time there. My goodness. Up. Okay, now we'll go ahead and swap right on out for our Wishcash, into which case they swap out for their Shadow Feraligatr. With that, we are able to hit them with the Scald. We are able to get the attack debuff. Is it enough to really spare our Wishcash from what I'm assuming is going to be a crunch? Okay, crunch, yeah, we're okay. Yeah, I was thinking a little bit more Hydro Cannon heading our way, but sure, crunch. Like that, firing off another Scald. We actually do manage to get 2 attack debuffs there, so I'll take that. With that, I think I'm going to go ahead and shield out here, keep my Wishcash alive as long as I can. Okay, unfortunately we do lose out on our defense this time around. It's kind of a bummer. And that, firing off a Mud Bomb their way. And that's going to be the return of the Lantern. Fire off a Mud Bomb their way, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Gallade. Main reason is I want to try and see if I can get double charge on my Leaf Blade. Okay, looks like we at least get to 1. And hopefully this is enough to finish off the Lantern. Yes, it is. Oh, and we are able to fire off the second one. And this Feraligatr is more durable than I think. We should be good to go. There you go. So we are able to clear out the Feraligatr and secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Excuse me. Alright, so with that, we are now back in the positive, or we are in the positive for this one. We're 2 wins and 1 loss. Let's see if we can go 3-1 as we go into match number 4, which is going to be up against Lulu Gamer BR17. Alright, Lulu. I don't know why I messed up your name so badly, but I see you're starting things out with an purified, there's the word, Alolan Graveler. The good news for me is that both Gallade and Wishcash are viable contenders against this Graveler, so I'm going to go ahead and just stick things out with my Gallade here, as we are also resisting their rock throws at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and fire off 2 Leaf Blades, get their shields right on out of here. And in fact, we can actually go for a Leaf Blade number 3. My goodness, Leaf Blade is spammy today. And that way, able to get the Graveler right on out of here. Next one I have to deal with is going to be a Shelgon, which makes my Gallade be gone, I guess you could say. But in any event, sorry, that was kind of bad. But anyway, We're bringing in our Mandibuzz against their Shelgon. They have fired off a Twister. The first time I've seen Twister in a very long time. And Shelgon for that matter. But anyway, we'll go ahead and fire off a foul play their way. Get their Shelgon well into the yellow. Oh, and with that, they're coming in with one of the OGs, the Metacham. That, though, fortunately, our Mandibuzz is prepped with Aerial Ace. We'll go ahead and fire that off their way as many times as we possibly can before our inevitable demise. And with that, so we'll do a turn of the Shelgon. I will go ahead and use Outer Shield here, just because I want to keep my Mandibuzz alive as long as I can. Maybe Twister again. Probably could have lived that through that, actually. But, you never know. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and fire off the Aerial Ace their way, which the research tells me is enough to finish off the Shelgon. So we are able to secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, for this set, at the very least, no matter what, we're going to be ending in the positive. We might as well see if we can go... excuse me. We might as well see if we can go 4-1 as we look for our final match of this set. And with that, final match of the set is going to be up against the Bullet Dark. Alright, the Bullet Dark, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Cresselia. I'm just going to nope right on out of there and bring in the Mandibuzz. Into which case they brought in an Alolan Golem. Once again, both Gallade and Wishcash is prepped to face off against a mon like Alolan Golem. The unfortunate side is that that is not the mon that is currently facing off against Alolan Golem. So, you know, I think to say that we're in a little bit of trouble here is quite an understatement. But anywho, go ahead and fire off a... what do you call them? Dark foul play. There's the word. towards the Alolan Graveler. We were able to tank out at least one Rock Blast before what I'm assuming is our inevitable demise. And I managed to fire off one more foul play. Excuse me. And then we'll come in with the Wishcash and try and tank out this next attack. I don't think Alolan Golem knows anything that could get me in trouble. It's gonna be Wild Charge. Definitely hurts a little bit, not gonna lie, but otherwise we're able to hang in there. We're able to hang in there. And with that, it's gonna be all Scald all the time. And definitely the use of at least one shield here, because I'm assuming this Cresselia is now shooting out a Grass Knot. Yeah. I'm going for another Skull. Can I just get Mud Bomb maybe before they get me? Might be okay. We might be okay. Okay, we are able to clear out the rest of the Cresselia, and we are able to clear out the rest of the Golem. And it's just a matter of finishing off the rest of this Machamp. Ooh. Okay, firing off the Scald. Get them deep in the yellow. Bringing out the Gallade. The only thing I have to really worry about is if this Machamp is packing Payback. It's rocking Cross Chop, so we're able to handle that just fine. And with a couple more Psycho Cuts, we are able to clear out the Machamp, Machamp, and secure ourselves victory number 4 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, we are able to secure ourselves a solid 4 wins out of 5. So we can go ahead and claim this 370 Stardust, this charge TM. Got ourselves an encounter with a Grubbin. Here, I'll take a Grubbin. Got ourselves a brand new Grubbin. Solid IVs, but I'm going to transfer you out. And with that, we can also claim 3 rare candies, into which case we have made it to rank 5. 5. Anyway. I guess it's a cool 1190 startups out of it. So yeah, made it through our first 4 sets of season 18 in general, actually. So can't argue with that. Yeah, we hit a couple of rough patches in sets 2 and 3, but I think we managed to get ourselves a good amount of wins in to start things out in set 1, and then set 4, or the final set that we did. I think we were able to hold our own pretty well. But yeah, I think with that said, though, it is roughly a new day, and I'll go ahead and save my sets for later on. But for now, I'll go ahead and say that pretty much does it for this stream. Thank you very much to all of you who have tuned in to this one, and thank you very much to Weed Killer for stopping by, chatting for a little bit. Always appreciated. If you do want to check out any future streams, you can of course subscribe to us here on YouTube. Testing out this vertical format. Let me know how it went. Hopefully it popped into like the regular that shorts feed, so that way it stays naturally vertical and it's not like in the regular horizontal view and it's just a bunch of dead space on the side. I gotta double check on that, make sure everything's okay there. And definitely gonna play around with the vertical setting a little bit more, just to have more scenes besides just this one. Play around with how everything looks and whatnot, but hopefully at the very least everything came out okay. But again, if you do want to check out any future streams, either in vertical format or in the standard laptop TV horizontal format, landscape, I guess. You of course subscribe to us here on YouTube. We also do stream over on Twitch as well under the same name, Voyaging Trainer. So that you can subscribe to I guess there's a subscribe option, but you can also follow us over on Twitch as well. If you want to check out any of the streams that we did do over on Twitch, the VODs for those are saved on our sister YouTube channel, Voyage Archives. And let's see if you want to keep up to date on our weekly stream schedules, or anytime we happen to do these ad hoc random vertical streams, or you just want to check out our weekly stream schedules, or just check out our daily happenings. You can always follow us on our socials, Twitter/X and Instagram at Voyaging Trainer. Ooh, excuse me again. But yeah, I guess on that note, that pretty much does it for this stream. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you.